Welcome on back in. So, a new musical opened this week at Cincinnati Playhouse in the park this morning. Blake Robison joining us to tell us about RUTKA, the musical. Okay, so let's kind of jump right into it. This is a Playhouse in the park. What is the basis of this new musical?
Well, RUTKA is a brand new Broadway-bound musical that's having its world premiere at Cincinnati Playhouse in the park. Okay. It's a coming-of-age story about a young Jewish girl in Poland at the outbreak of World War II.
Yeah.
And so we tread some perhaps familiar territory. It is set in the context of the Holocaust, and yet we see it through the eyes of RUTKA and her friends. So it's about these teenagers just trying to live their lives. You see RUTKA fall in love and try to have her first kiss, and try to deal with her parents the way teens and parents always do. Sure. So it's a beautiful, beautiful human story in the midst of this very difficult historical moment.
And what an interesting kind of perspective, right? You're seeing the the teen kind of quirks and oddities that come into those coming of age stories, but it's such a time that was so not innocent.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. And I think what connects it with the present is the music and the story behind it. Yeah. This is what we call an indie rock musical, which is to say that there's some electric guitars, there's some more contemporary instruments.
Oh, wow.
For musical theater fans, it's very much like a Spring Awakening or Next to Normal. If you're not familiar with that, it's absolutely okay. Just this wonderful, wonderful music by Jeremy Lloyd Stiles and Jocelyn McKenzie, who are two members of the recent indie rock band in Brooklyn called Pearl and the Beard. And the story itself, the scenes in the show were written by a wonderful playwright named Nina Bieber, who is the executive producer of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, show that everybody loves.
Yes. Yeah. So I think that she knows what she's doing. What are we looking at here? This is obviously some B-roll.
Yeah, these are scenes that were shot in our theater just a little while ago. So you're seeing the teenagers here. That's RUTKA and her parents. And we follow them throughout the story, along with her boyfriend-to-be, Yannick, and her friend, Stasia. RUTKA wrote down all the details of her life in a diary. She's an actual person, RUTKA Laskier, and she hid that diary in the floorboards of her house. And her Polish friend, Stasia, found the diary, kept it for years and years and years, and it was released to the public. Absolutely true story. And our friends in New York, our Broadway producers, have turned it into this fantastic musical that you see here now.
That's fascinating. I had no idea that the roots of it were actually, based on a true person or a real person.
RUTKA Laskier and Anne Frank were born on the exact same day.
Oh my goodness.
RUTKA, sometimes called the Polish Anne Frank, but the difference here is that Anne Frank's story, as we all remember from high school, is that they're all trapped in the attic. Right. RUTKA and her friends are out in the streets. They're just trying to live their lives like regular teenagers.
I mean, again, what a fascinating plot. Where can people see this? When? How can they get tickets? All that jazz.
Sure. When we opened the new Playhouse 18 months ago, we wanted to be a launching ground for Broadway-bound musicals, and this is the first one. So we really want people to turn out. They can call our box office, they can talk to a live human being over the phone, or they can go to cincyplay.com.
Perfect. And it starts this...
We're playing right now. The official opening night is Thursday, and it goes all the way through early November.
Awesome. Well, yeah, again, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about that. That just sounds just amazing, as I'm sure that it is.
It's full of love and energy. I hope everybody comes and enjoys.
Without a doubt. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Alrighty, it is 9:26. We'll be right back with more of The Extra. Great.